Go to the French city of Marseille and say hello to Faten Elwan, Palestinian affairs analyst. Great to see you, Faten. Look, this began because the Israelis accused Hamas of attacking their troops in southern Gaza. Hamas denies that. Are there other armed groups in the enclave who might be intent on destroying the ceasefire agreement?
Indeed, as you said, there is an area that the Hamas are there, which is the rest of all Gaza. But then we have the yellow line that Israel drew. And the violation that Israel said happened took place around the yellow area. Who's in that yellow area? It's the gangster that they pay for, that is well known with Abu Shabab, the proxy working over there. So Hamas doesn't exist there. Those gangster groups supported by the Israeli government are over there. There is an exchange of fire. Is it reality or is it fiction? For me, understanding on the ground how bad Hamas now wants to go toward a ceasefire, assuring once it happened that it wasn't them, only taking that statement into mind right after a sniper shot one Israeli soldier, making sure to give a statement after studying Hamas and knowing their policy for too long. That means that they're clear that they have no part in it at all. Now, Israel, on the contrary, is the one who violated within the agreement of the ceasefire, this ceasefire around 500 times. Yesterday wasn't the biggest. If they want to violate and take control over what they call a security incident that took place in Rafah, then why do you go and bomb the west and east of the Gaza city? Why do you go and bomb Khan Yunis? And why do you go and bomb Al-Shifa Hospital if we're talking about this area and you're bombing all around Gaza just to make it clear again that you want to twist, as the Israeli media was talking, they need to give a nice twist of ear for Hamas that, we can go back to the war whenever we are. We cannot say this is a ceasefire. In any mean, we cannot say that this is a ceasefire. It's a game in which Hamas is being accused, just pointing a finger whenever the Israeli government want to do it, and they will give that excuse to go and start this war again on Gaza. Yesterday was a night of a nightmare, so many nightmares that they lived before, but 100 human beings being killed, most of them, again, children and women and elderly, that raised another question mark that did he do it because now he's really in a tension situation with Smotrich and Ben Gvir that is clashing a lot with the Israeli government? Is it a new way that the Israeli government want to go back to the state of war because the EU was giving statement that any future for Gaza should be away from this government? Is he again playing the game of staying in the chair regardless what the price will be? Or is it the game of like, okay, we took the alive hostages, we took more than 13 of the 28 dead hostages. Is it worth it to keep playing with the rest, bringing them home? Or we can go back to the first mission, which is taking over Gaza again by the Israeli government. This is why from the beginning, we said that on and on, this is not a ceasefire. It's a break for Gaza, for the people in Gaza until further notice.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the point, Faten. Is Israel actually committed to any other phases of this 20-point plan? Because clearly it's almost impossible to return the remains of dead hostages while bombs are dropping and artillery is firing. Why would a stabilization force agree to go to Gaza in these conditions? As King Abdullah has said, he said no nation will want to send any troops if it is forced to enforce a peace.
And this is why Abichai Adrai went on one of his stupid videos saying, King Abdullah, you need to think again about your wishes. They have no respect for anyone. They're insulting Jordan. They're insulting Saudi Arabia by saying, go back to your camels. As Smotrich said, he said a very strong statement that if the price of the normalization and the Abraham agreement is to give up our right in taking control over the West Bank and Gaza, because this is only how greater Israel is going to be built, then go back to your camel. We know how to take care of our business, meaning that he doesn't give he doesn't care in any mean of what is happening away from what greater Israel it is for Smotrich and Ben Gvir. For them, they have one mission: take over the settlements in Gaza, take over or the land of Gaza, not the settlements only, because the biblical Israel, the greater Israel, in order to be established, they need to take control over the whole Palestine, from Gaza to the smallest area in the West Bank, and that's all what they care about. So no, they don't care about the ceasefire. They don't care about any diplomatic movement. They don't care about anything. All what they care about is Netanyahu to stay in the government. In order to stay in the government, he need to keep on his triangle of devil, which is Smotrich and Ben Gvir. Those are religious leaders inside of the Israeli government, the Zionist Israeli government, that believes in one thing: building greater Israel, not only in Palestine, but only in Jordan, in Saudi Arabia, in Syria, in Lebanon, all the way to Iraq. That's what they want. And no, I'm not going to give up on my chair in order to do this. So he's playing a little bit with the United States, playing a little bit with the Smotrich and Ben Gvir, and in between 100 Palestinians at the time that they thought mistakenly that they can sleep safely in their homes because there's a ceasefire. Rockets were raining over their heads from a government that decided in a blink of an eye when to start a war, in a blink of an eye when to go back to a ceasefire. I don't know what kind of agreement is this.
Faten, Elwan, thank you so much indeed.